I was doing a interview recently, and they asked me, what pushes you, what allows you to, get where you want to go, and I said, proving people wrong. But then a thought came into my mind really quickly, and it's like proving the people right that have, believed in me since day one, and that describes Weddington to a T. No, my hometown means a huge deal to me. I take a lot of pride in Weddington. I don't know if y'all could hear the rooster right there, but I take a lot of pride in Weddington, and growing up, here, and just all the support that I've gotten. So these are pretty much all accolades that my brother and I got throughout our high school years. We joke around. James has the majority of everything on this wall. James Football MVP, Captain's Award, Coach's Award, Football Warrior, that's Offensive MVP, Captain Award. Those are all James. I think I only get my name up here a couple times. James, Most Valuable Player in Lacrosse. Here we go. I'm the bottom row here, okay? I'm the bottom row.
When high school came around, probably the most exciting play that we ever had in football was the state championship game, and James was a senior and Will was a 10th grader. Coach Capone ran a double reverse pass, and James threw a bomb touchdown to Will.
It was like early on. I think it was like the first or second drive.
Yeah, I think it was because we scored on our first two drives.
Yeah.
And we got backed up to 3rd and 28. And I'd been begging Coach Capone to let me throw the ball.
Hand off to James Shipley. Sees a man downfield. The pass is up. And it's caught. It's Will Shipley.
I'm not a great thrower of the football, but
It wasn't bad.
Will made a play.
No,
It's a lot better than the floater.
Davis Allen pass. Passes. Yeah, I think that was actually a basketball pass. Not
It was.
That wasn't a football pass. Yeah, we've never been known to be quarterbacks in this family.
But don't let Coach Riley hear that. We got to have a running class or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've always been very, very close in terms of, my family and I, my relationship with my parents, and especially my relationship with my brother. Oh, I remember a lot of afternoons I would just come inside, and I don't even know. I'd be in trouble for something. For getting into a fight or
blow off a little bit of steam.
Yeah.
I used to have to you'd get so angry I'd have to pin you down, and I put my knee on his biceps.
It's funny, it was bigger than me.
We even had a dent in the wall upstairs corner for a little because I beat Will in a game of FIFA or something like that, and he swung the pull-up bar at me.
He ducked though.
And missed.
He ducked.
And hit the corner of the wall.
Yeah.
Luckily, I'm good at drywall, so.
My dad and my mom always emphasized to us, even when we would, get in fights over, sports or video games, whatever the case was. They would always emphasize that you don't fight your brother, you love your brother. That always kind of seemed a little off to me when I was young, because I'd get mad and I'd want to fight him. We want to go at it and kind of butt heads. But as I grew older and I gained more knowledge, matured a little bit, I truly understood how important it was to love him. Because all he's ever done in my life is help me.
Here's Shipley, right side, now goes back to his right hand, gets below goal line, extended, has a man up top. There's Will Shipley, shot and a goal. The Shipley connection working today.
Welcome to the home of the WCWAA Weddington Titans. This is where we grew up. Pretty much everything, lacrosse, football, soccer on the backfields over there. I mean, it's where we played everything. My dad coached here before we were playing any sports.
Keep a stick on the outside. Yeah, literally. See how many in a row we can get. It's not talked about now at all, but Will was a like a 5-star lacrosse player.
Shoot, I was like close to committing my 8th grade year, you know?
Yeah.
It's nuts. And to think about it, I didn't even get an offer for football until after my freshman year, going into my sophomore year.
Going into sophomore year.
It's funny because like lacrosse was actually my first sport,
Yeah.
and football was your first sport, and we like would teach each other. You know, you teach me football, and I teach you lacrosse early on.
I still think if I was 6'2" or above, if I would have got the height gene, I would have played basketball. I might have been one and done to the NBA.
Where would you have gone?
I don't know, probably Duke or Kentucky.
Duke or Kentucky.
Maybe Kansas.
Polo some screen time. So this is our old pup, Polo. He is not like this. Oh,
Probably one of the funniest dynamics about our family is everybody knows how competitive like we are, and how competitive all of us are, but probably the one that they would say is the least competitive is Tammy, and she's actually probably the most competitive.
Yeah. Well, right.
So I would like come home. We had a basketball goal at our house, and I'd come home and she'd show me video of her beating Will and James in basketball. They were like 3 and 5, and she was like dunking on them on the small goal. And so
No,
if you
this
wonder,
was not a small goal. This was a real goal.
but you were not letting your kids win.
Oh, it's so bad. I would just be, when you get hot, you get hot.
when you get high on a 7-foot rim.
And, you know, with my parents, it's always been just love for them, and kind of the same sense of as I've grown older and matured, I understand why they're so hard on me, so tough on me, and I've been very transparent with them with my goals and what I want to do in life, and you know, they've always kept me on track.
Big James, my husband, is kind of was the master of just putting this into their head and having them prioritize things. And the first would be faith, and then family. School comes next, and then sports, and then social last. But all of these all of these are important in your life to make a full person. But putting them in this order just helps keep our boys on the right path.
Always just have a different level of love for them and my brother because of not only what they've done for me, but they're always there for me. You know, every time I have a great accomplishment or every time, you know, I fail. You know, those are the 3 people that I do it for on this earth.
Where are we right now?
Yeah, right?
Where are we?
So right now we are in the shred shed. This is the origin story of Will Shipley. No, I'm kidding, but my brother and I joke around all the time. It's gritty in here.
A lot of hours spent in here. You can see the art done by Mama Ship. R backwards for the jocks, baby. You know how it rolls. We'll start off with the heavy bag. A lot of cardio on this. As you can see, we kind of got, you know, just all the letters and you know, recruitment posters that we got. You see, we just got one bar in here. It's a little rusted over with some old weights. So, you know, Coach Sweeney always says, live modern, train old. But this place is just gritty. I mean, if you're out here in, you know, November, December, it is freezing in here. We don't have any heaters. There's no AC out here because this place is rough. We love it though.
Yeah, I really learned to love that point of exhaustion. You know, just the point of thinking that you don't have any more. You know, I know David Goggins' famous quote that, you know, when you think you're done, you're only at 40% capacity, and you really can push beyond that. And then I think it's so important for, you know, everybody watching this that, you know, if you have very far-fetched goals that others would look at and think that, you know, they're not obtainable, that's because 95% of people on this earth do not push themselves to that point. And, you know, if you're willing to go beyond what you think is required and what your body thinks you can do, well, then you're already in that top 5%, and you're setting yourself up for success.
Will is as uber intense guy when he gets on the field, but he's also very vocal and outgoing. The first time I really saw the crazy eyes, though, was against Furman.
Uiagalelei takes a shotgun snap, gives it to Shipley, and Shipley into the end zone, left side, touchdown.
Then they scored the touchdown against Furman, and they got a close-up of the linebacker said something to him, and they kind of went face-to-face, and somebody called a perfect picture of Will's face at the back of the end zone. With his tongue out and his eyes were going all wacko, and that's where it all started. Now they catch his eyes and his tongue like that all the time.
The first memory that I have of intentionally doing something like that, and I don't even intentionally do it anymore, but was Pop Warner football. I walk out there for captains. And I just remember always wanting to make the other team scared. So I would go out there and I would just have like a fake twitch on. And I'd be like, I got like the eyes locked in. I would just try to scare them. And I don't know if that's where it all started or what, but yeah, I just see some of the pictures sometimes and I'm just like, holy cow. What about you really doing that out there?
We all got a responsibility today, right? Hold each other accountable. You know your role. Succeed in your role. Help this team win a football game tonight, all right? Let's go. Let's go. RB's on 3. 1, 2, 3. RB's. Let's go.
The game of football means so much to me. The first thing that I think about when I'm connecting with the game of football is hard work. It was one of the first things that taught me what hard work was, and whether it's out in the light or in the dark, just being able to show everybody all the work you've put in when the lights are turned on, and you've got shooting out Clemson about 85,000 in the stands.
Shipley fires ahead at the 10. He hurt on the man. Touchdown. Oh my!
It's so nice for me to be able to just get away from anything and go on that field and just play the game that I believe I was put on this earth to play, and just go out there and enjoy it. Always with a smile on my face, always leaving there with joy inside my heart, because the game of football just does that to me.
That's what God put me on this earth to do, baby.
I believe that God put me on this earth to carry out a little bit of my life playing the game of football and gaining a platform through the game of football and my talents that He gifted me with, to be able to give back to the next generation. Just love giving back, putting smiles on other people's faces, because I know in return it does it for me, and I know God, the person I ultimately do life for, is also smiling from above.
All right, I've actually got one thing that I got to request. Okay. You got to pick me up doing that.
That's so funny.
That was months and months of work when we were young, though.